Rejai. Here we are again. Today's blog, let's keep it very short and sweet. What do I want to say to you today? Well, today I want to say this. I'm looking for the few. FEW stands for front end or front edge of the wedge. Front end of the wedge. I'm looking for people. I'm going to do a video about Roger's theory of the distribution of innovation. It's a bell curve, and it talks about human behavior when it comes to taking up or taking up innovations, new things that are different. It talks about, well, actually, I'll do that on a separate thing. What I'm looking for is a few. So a lot of people watching this blog won't understand what its purposes are, what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do, in a nutshell, is make the world a better place based on reason and reality and feeling good. So this, currently running alongside this is a blog for my 40-day, 40-night water fast. And a lot of people wonder why anyone would do something like that. Well, it's very simple. It's a psychological experiment to test effortless self-control and self-discipline. Now, the reason I glanced off to the side there for a moment is I'm looking, there's a book called The Neuropsychology of Self-Discipline by, gosh, actually, I'll find out who it's by. Anyway, I've been listening to it for the last couple of days because obviously I'm very into self-discipline. Now, I agree with most of what this person writes. However, I disagree massively on the bit he says about hard work and discipline. I gotta tell you, that sucks. What I'm looking for is effortless willpower. For instance, someone says, oh, I'm going to fast for 40 days and 40 nights, and then just does it. And there's no struggle, there's no battle, and there's no needing to focus on or battle with your thoughts, because that's what happens when you're faced with temptation. You initially have a battle with your thoughts. If you don't have a battle with your thoughts, then what happens is you do something, and then you realize afterwards, oh no, I've done it again. With smoking, you don't want to battle with your thoughts. You don't want to wake up every day dying for a cigarette, dying for something like that. You want to say, oh, I'm giving up smoking, and just give up smoking. And don't blame nicotine addiction, and don't go on these stupid e-cigarettes and crap like that. You just say, look, I'm stopping smoking. You stop smoking. You look at someone who doesn't smoke, and you become like them. They don't carry around They don't carry around e-cigarettes and things like that. It's just silly. It's pointless. Actually, it's not. To those who want to do it, it makes a point. It makes a very strong point. And this is where I want to get into this in depth. But not today, and not on this, because I need to keep these videos short. I'm looking for people to experiment with me. The title of this blog is A Glorious Guinea Pig, because I put myself on the line. Everything that I've tried, everything I've read and everything I've been exposed to in the last 30 years, I've applied to myself. And I've had to suffer all the consequences of that behavior, which was fine for me because I was suffering the consequence of behavior that I was doing without thinking anyway. I mean, up until age 25, I was doing things that all felt right to me and all felt natural to me. And most of them were wrong. So I was looking for a technique that was better than just doing what was natural, or doing what didn't involve my conscious mind. What I started doing 25 years ago is I started involving my conscious mind. It seemed like if evolution produced something as expensive as conscious thinking, anyway, I'll explain that in a video as well, why conscious thinking is expensive. And I demonstrate how I came to that conclusion and how you can also share that if you want. But back to my point, very quick, I'm looking for people to work with me on this experiment. So it could be you. I hope it is you. Imagine you have a problem. Imagine if you know that if you didn't do this one thing, that your life would be richer and better. So you try not to do that one thing, and it keeps coming back. You keep getting faced with temptation. You keep doing it again and again and again and again. Well, you're the type of person I need to be working with. If we need to find what works for you, and if you want it to be hard work and stuff, go somewhere else. If you want to really, really struggle at what you're doing, go somewhere else. Because I'm not I'm not interested in struggling. I'm on day. Oh God, what was it? I was day 21, so it'll be day 28. I'm on day 27 of a 40-day water fast, and I haven't struggled one bit. I've had about 5 moments where I almost broke the fast, where thoughts started going around in my head. To me, that's the problem. The temptation. If you're not tempted, then you just go on. And I'm not tempted at the moment. I'm not tempted to break the fast, and I wasn't tempted yesterday or the day before or the day before that. I don't even have thoughts about that. My thoughts go to other things which are much more important. I do not even think about breaking the fast. The only way I would break the fast is if it was for health reasons or, again, to protect the innocent. So I'm continuing, but right back to my point. I want to wind up. I want to keep this a really short one today. It's about you. If there's anything that you're doing that you wish you could stop doing, or if there's anything you're not doing that you wish you could do, and you want to be able to do it easily, then I'm your man. You should be working with me. Then you and I share a common goal, and we should be working together to try and achieve that. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm doing it. Give up cigarettes? Yeah. I was I'm not going to go into the stories. I'll do another video on that. Most important thing I want you to realize is this. If there's an easy way for you to develop willpower and self-control that's easy and effortless, I think I've found it. And I think I have the answers. And this is not overnight. I've been developing this for 30 years. But what I found is, if you spend 30 years on something, discovering things and going around a lot of crap, it doesn't mean that everybody else has to go through 30 years. What I've done is I've condensed it into a few little things that anybody can do. Anybody. So if you want to be a guinea pig too and you'd like to try some of these things, that's fine. There's no risk involved. There's no risk at all, physically or mentally. In fact, it's the other way around. It should make your life richer and fuller, and you should be able to develop effortless willpower and self-control. Rejai, Rejai, Rejai.